Last week, we saw breath is an instrument, is a medium to reach out, to identify prana. By regulating the breath, we are connecting with our life force. The very base, very foundation, the very root cause of our existence. So I was asking this question, what is life? When somebody getting into this world, taking birth, we consider when the baby comes out from mother's womb, when the baby was growing, so when the life really forms, what is this concept of life? You can notice it is not by the function of respiratory system. Even before that, the baby comes into life. Because when we know, when we ask this question, when we get this answer, what is life? Is it just the breath? Or something more than that? That's what we see. Prana is the life force, not the breath. If we ask one more question, then what is death? Is it just when the breath stops, when the respiratory system stops to function, when a person not able to breathe, that phenomena is called death? What is really happening during death? The answer is same for both. If we know what is life, we will know what is death. If we know what is death, we will know what is life. Also, when we know what is the difference between breath and prana, when we are able to separate the existence of prana without the help of breath, through that also we will know, we will get the answer. A general meaning is given. What is pranayama? Regulation of breath, breathing exercise, or regulation of prana. But it's not ending there. Though action is regulation, by pranayama, we will realize, we will know the very structure of our existence. We will get the answer for this question of life and death. What is life? What is death? So last few days we were practicing the different aspects of pranayama, foundation of pranayama. So we need to understand, maybe not straight away by our own experience, but from others' experience. Various yogis, various masters explained in detail about what is happening within ourselves with this life energy, the life force. That's why I said, what is here is nothing but energy in various forms, including our life force, our life energy. Then how it is functioning? What is the way this whole process is happening? So along the practice, we need to know this structure so that when we practice, we can identify as well as we can experience more clearly. Because we see only about what we see externally. But this whole pranayama practice is to experience the internal process. We know about various senses, various systems of our body, physical body. We have various organs, physiological system. Various other systems, respiratory, circulatory, nervous system, reproductive system. With the help of science, we know all these things in detail. Various devices we have to measure the heart rate, the blood pressure, even how much we are getting energy, spending energy. When we eat this food, how much calorie is there? When we do some activity, how much calorie we spend? So this whole mechanism, the physiological structure, we know in detail. But when it comes to energy body, what we know, what we can measure is very, very less. For example, when we are very tired, we go to sleep. After sleeping, we feel energized. Now, how come just by not doing anything, we get the energy? What is the secret behind this sleep which recharges, restores the energy? Seems so far no device. You sleep for 1 hour, this much energy you can generate. You sleep for 3 hours, you can generate this much energy. We have no idea, but we can approximately or by experientially we can understand. If I sleep certain hours, I recharged fully. Some people need 5 hours, some people need maybe 7 hours, some people need even 10 hours, which also changes from young age to old age. And that's where yoga comes in. Yogis are saying what we experience of through this physical structure, it's not the complete experience or complete structure we will know. We have more than that. So they are saying every individual being has 3 types of bodies. Is physical body or the gross body. Everything comes within that. Your muscles, bones, organs, nerves, glands, whatever this whole structure, we can see after surgery. We can also, internal parts also we can see. This is the gross body. They say we have one more body, which is subtle. We can't grasp, but we can feel it. We can't see, but we can feel it. We can sense it. The subtle body. Our mind, not the brain, mind is part of subtle body. memory, intelligence, emotions, various types of moods, all comes under this subtle body. And not only that, for this gross body, for this subtle body to function, we have energy centers, energy movements, which is also the structure is part of subtle body. These two bodies existing or happening because of the third one, which is the causal body, the root body, the source body. Gross body, subtle body, causal body. Any individual being has these three types of bodies. What we are doing by pranayama, we are actually traveling into the structure of subtle body. From there, we want to know even what is causal body. When we die, the gross body is actually dying, not the subtle body, not the causal body. The body is not able to receive the breath. The function is altogether stopped. Why? The source, the prana, is not staying in the body. That's what this concept of death. So let us see a little bit of this subtle body, mainly about this energy centers, energy flow. From there, we can find the link why this pranayama practice is done this way. What is actually happening. Along our spine line, there are, within our body, there are many energy centers, but the major energy centers are located along the spine line. Don't cut your spine and search, you will not see it, because this is about the subtle body. But through your practice, you can very well experience it. These energy centers, really the source, the basic structure, from there are a lot of channels going to the whole body, which is called nadis. One count is 72,000. Within this body structure, we have 72,000 nadis. Don't go into that because we can't verify and we can't count also. But in that, the three nadis, the three channels is very important because which will be the base or the main source connecting along the energy centers, and also which will help us to know, experience how this energy flow, energy movements are happening. Right side end of the tailbone, the root energy center. From there, it is crisscrossing along the spine line all the way towards your Agnya from this third eye center. More of tip of the nose, end of the nose. Right side one is called Pingala in Sanskrit. Left side nadi is called Ida. Starting from the left side, crisscrossing along the spine line and going up. And these various nadis within our body ending, not all the nadis together, but within that map of nadis, it is ending into various entry points of our body. The yogis are calling us 9 gates, 9 entry exit points. Through that, we receive the energy as well as we spend the energy. Starting from ears, eyes, nose, mouth, genital organ, anus. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 points, 9 holes, 9 gates. The 10th one is located here, which is where this Ida and Pingala ending, as well as one more nadi, which is called Sushumna. Sushumna coming along the spine line, reaching here where it is ending. And that entry point, what connecting to the energy center further up. Maybe it is not your experience now. It seems all some theory. But with the practice, that's what you are able to recognize, identify, or experience. Now, what happens with this Sushumna, this nadi? Though We have energy centers, a lot of energy within us. We don't really utilize that, or we don't really connect with that. It's like you have plenty of gold or diamonds, and you just locked in the room and never opened. So all our energy center has so much energy, but we don't really utilizing it. So what happens by asana practice, by pranayama practice, by meditation practice? We are traveling towards this golden treasure, opening the gates and start to utilizing it. From the root center, through this practice, the energy flow surging upward through that sushumna towards your higher energy centers. That's where we will see the difference of breath and prana flow. Last time I was saying there are many yogis demonstrated by living in a place where there is no oxygen. It's not 1 hour, 2 hour, even for days. How it is possible? By identifying the flow of prana and by connecting with that pranic flow. So these days we were checking right side breath flow, left side breath flow, right nostril opening or left nostril opening. If you carefully observe it, it is keep changing. Either after 1 hour or after 2 hours. Sometime your right side you have better flow, sometime left side you have better flow. Now, what we are doing through pranayama practice, we are balancing between these two and taking this pranic flow upward through the sushumna. For that, first the right and left has to be balanced, and also we need to see that energy flow from the bottom. Various techniques, various methods, it's all related with that. We have to enter into that 10th gate. Other gates very easy because it's happening all the time. How this cycle is happening? What is the mechanism behind that? Why it is changing? What is the impact of this right side breathing, left side breathing? What will happen if it is balanced? What happens if the energy flow moving through this sushumna, through this 10th gate? Is it all my desires will be fulfilled? Can I become rich? Can I live longer? Can I get the ability to fly without visa, without flight? Can I get the powers to walk on the water? So don't get into those imagination. Though there are many kind of possibilities, because as I said, this energy centers has abundance of energy. That is the source of this whole existence. What we see outside is nothing, very, very surface level. The more we travel into this, the more we experience this. The idea of our life, our existence, our birth, death, everything will change. Also, we will explore the other dimension of our life, our existence. The purpose is not to get into these powers. The idea is to know what the system within that we are living. What science knows how our body works is one aspect. There are other aspects which is not explored, and that's what we are exploring, which can't be explored by science because it is not about using the device, it's about subjective experience. The right side energy, just you can identify as sun energy. Left side energy, you can identify as moon energy. What is the difference? How it works? What happens by practice? We will explore in coming sessions. So I've got few questions. I'll look into that and give attention to those answers, even though the question may be not from you, but through that questions, you will understand this whole process. It's not just a breathing exercise. Okay? We keep getting this idea, you just do some exercise with the breath. But if you understand this structure, then when you are connecting with the breath, you see more than that. Then when you are regulating the breath, it takes us to our subtle body, causal body. With that clarity, the way we lead the life will be different. How we see the life will be different. All these various practice should lead towards total freedom, should remove our dependencies of anything, external dependencies or internal dependencies. That's the main aim. That's the ultimate purpose. Let's see. Okay. When I was performing that armpit lift in sitting and lying position, I felt the change of the flow on both nostrils, smoother and more balanced than before doing that. So the question is, okay, the fact that the flow on both sides of the nose is not the same and alternates continuously throughout the day. Is this normal? Yes, it is keep changing. It is normal. In fact, there are many notes given. If you want to do a particular job, which side the flow should be there? If you are reading, which side the flow should be there? If you are eating, which side the flow should be there? If you are even talking to somebody, which side the flow should be there? You know, olden days means that the yogis, the practitioners, they don't simply sit and close the eyes and sleep. They become more attentive, more observative, more alert of everything happening, not only externally, internally. They first see the surroundings. Then when they start to observe, that's how they check this flow, right and left, the changes. They even measured certain timings, which time it changes. What happens in the morning time, what happens in the noon time, what happens in the evening time. What will be the effect of this flow based on your actions? Just give you one example. They were even saying when you want to have a male child during the conceiving time, which side the flow should be there? When you want to have a female child, which side the flow should be there? It'll be funny to note how I can look into my breath flow when I want to have a baby. That's where this whole practice come into place. If we have time, we will look into that. It will change, and we want to have this change with certain understanding how it can help our practice. We will see that. Okay, if it is normal, it's a natural fact. Why do I have to do the above exercises to adjust it? Does this adjustment bring me anything better? Because I only feel it balanced right after practicing. After a while, the condition was the same, that is, one side is more open than the other. Right? Our typical mind looks what the benefit I will get. Okay. Why I have to do that? As I said, The balanced flow will help to get into your 10th gate, or the energy flow upward to connect the other energy center. And furthermore, what will be the impact in our daily life? We will see that in coming sessions. We will see that in detail. But we are learning this technique to know how we can alter. If it is just happening only one side all the time, which is not good, even just for health, it will affect the health. That's why I said, if you keep on getting sun energy, not good. If you keep on getting moon energy, not good. We need to have right energy for the right action. So when we know how to alter it, furthermore, when we know how we can maintain it, that's where it will help for our daily activity. But the aim is not for our daily activity. The aim is to go deeper within us to know the pranic system, the pranic flow, the nature of this life force. That's the aim. For that, we need to know this altering activity. Okay? We will see that. Okay, next question. I am almost cannot see the difference between the two nostrils. The airflow is almost the same, and I cannot tell the effects of lifting one side of the chest. Can you have any way to help me to connect more to the breath? Okay. There are many techniques. One of the techniques is to know the difference. If you have a pocket mirror, small size mirror, keep the mirror closer to your nose. Keep there, don't move it, and keep the breathing happens continuously. 2 or 3 minutes. Then the dampness creates a mark on the mirror, on that surface. And you can notice one has strong one than the other. Also, for a while afterwards disappears. One disappears faster than the other one. You check by that. Is it the same or not? Not necessarily so much difference. If the breath flow is there already more or less balanced, the difference may be subtle, but very less people have that kind of subtle difference. Most of them have that less flow or one side flow better, the other side is very obvious. So check this way, see that whether you are able to identify. Okay, the next question. Why do I feel asleep while doing pranayama Although I have just woken up and the night before I had a very sound sleep, my mind was comfortable, my physical condition also good. Various possibilities, okay? You may be getting up at this time and practicing recently, only this. Before, probably your sleeping time is different. So the body need to adopt. One possibility. Other possibility, mentally you are tired. You may be sleeping well, but mentally you are tired. Various reasons. The moment you start to look inward, it is more of the mind activity, right? It's not a physical activity. So the tiredness can add very easily. You feel not comfortable. Other possibility, this whole pranayama practice is not bringing any excitement. You may be already feeling bored inside. Okay, inhalation, exhalation, exhalation, inhalation. Lie down, inhalation and exhalation. Sit, inhalation, exhalation. So it may not give any excitement. Other possibility, asana practice is not enough to keep the cells alert, active. So like these various possibilities. And just by doing pranayama itself at the beginning stage, just you inhale, exhale longer, deeper, can make you tired, can bring sleep. That's why we want to experiment this with 100 days continuous practice. Then you can see the difference. What happens at the beginning, how the body changes after some time. If you are able to manage, if you are able to continuously practice and see everything, the impact, the changes. Okay. So be observe of this situation and conditions, you will see. Okay, I have this other question. My nostril blockage got worse with the lying down position over roll blanket or mat, but very clear with the sitting position. Does it mean for my condition, lying down is not for me? Uh, your body condition. So probably the root, the problem or the challenge may be within your respiratory system. So it may be the windpipe, it may be the lungs. Something is not supporting. So it is blocking the flow when you are going down. When the upside down position, when the spine upright position, the structure, your lungs may be working better. So only by experiment we have to check. Try different ways lying down with the support on the spine, higher support, or sideways also increasing the, in giving some support along the side trunk. Or you do a twisting pose, a back bend pose. Afterwards, you lie down and check. So these ways, explore, see if there is any change. And it is not must you have to get it in the lying down position. This is just to identify, because the actual pranayama happens in the sitting position. Whatever we are doing in the lying down position is just to prepare, to explore, not to rush, to understand. As the practice gets further, deeper, we will do in the sitting position. Supine position is more of preparation. Okay, next question. Ideal state of left and right nostril is balancing in whole 24 hours. Or different time allow different balance. So they adjust this imbalance. It will keep changing. Right nostril flow, left nostril flow. As I said, when we need to adjust, why we need to adjust. So we will learn that. We will understand that through coming sessions. We'll do some other techniques, various techniques for that. So when and how it should be, we will learn that. For now, I want you to identify first. Yes, there is a different flow, and I can change by doing this way, this technique. So you keep practicing that, not only the morning time, to check in noon time, evening time, night time, how it changes, how it works. So you keep observing right, left nostril flow, as well as when you do some activity, how you can change the flow. Okay, we will see that. I found the imbalance between left and right side nostril is also changing. Should I change accordingly also with my focusing and adjustment? Same question, so same answer. Understand, learn how to change, then let's see what happens. When we have to do that. See, otherwise what happens, you will keep on changing, observing and changing without clear direction. You will lose a lot of time in that. If you have a lot of time and you can keep on playing, yes, fine. But if you have various things to do, not able to focus on those things and giving the attention on this, you may not comfortable. It is good if you can give time to look into that. So we will do that. Okay. Is that okay? Next question. Is that okay to jogging 1 hour after 10 minutes of Shavasana? After everyday morning pranayama, how long time after pranayama can I do strong exercise or asana practice? If you are after pranayama practice, if you are relaxing well, As you go to Shavasana, the posture is relaxed, breath flow gets back to normal, and you are completely refreshed after you finish your Shavasana. Yes, then it's okay. Afterwards, we can get into asana practice. When you get into asana practice, don't jump straight away. Gradually increase the flow, increase the speed. In case if you do some flow-based practice. Jogging, running, it's okay. Again, gradually you go. So the key is how is your Shavasana. So if the Shavasana is good, then you can get out of it already. Okay, next question. Sometimes I feel right shoulder and neck area will be blocked in inhalation. It will be okay after doing some movements with arm. So should I going on or stop and relax a while? Today, after the roll into the left armpit, still feeling the left nostril, less flow. Is that because of right side scoliosis? Yeah. If you have, okay. So after the roll into the left armpit, still feeling the right side nostril, less flow. Okay. Yeah. So if the spine condition is not balanced, so because of scoliosis, the spine movement, the structure of the spine is not straight, which is connected with the channels, the nadis, the energy flow. Okay. But one good news is, if the gross body spine is not straight, doesn't mean your subtle body energy centers will be affected. But you need to know how to move from the physical body into your energy body. In other words, now you have a lot of awareness of your right side, left side, armpit, shoulder blade, spine. So this is still about the gross body. Be aware of it. As you connect with the breath and keep regulating the breath flow through the techniques what we are going to learn, then you can overcome the challenge of the gross body and you can make all the regulation within the subtle body. But if you are physically not comfortable now, don't keep forcefully doing it. We just need to learn how we can adjust the posture so that we can get away from the physical condition. So one way is using some support for the spine, which we will learn, especially if you have a scoliosis condition. Beginning stage of pranayama practice, I would suggest you need to use some support. So either within the class we will see, or some other time we will look into that. For now, don't continue when you have any strain, any discomfort. Come out, relax, make some movements, what you have to do, then again you continue. So these kind of special conditions, we need to learn how to adjust it. We will do in coming sessions. Okay, next question. I feel left side blocked. Using your weight to open the right armpit become better, but always feeling left armpit tight. Why? Okay, that's that's your posture condition. So that's where asana practice come into the place. So you do the asana practice wherever you are. You check with the teacher there. See that how we can adjust that. The imbalance of right and left side will impact the flow also. So if you identify now, then your asana practice need to be changed, modified according to that. So look into that. When sitting in swastikasana after a long time, always feeling, always falling, leaning to one side, how to adjust. Even if you are sitting for 30 minutes, change the leg position, alter the leg position. 15 minutes on the right side, 15 minutes on the left side. The left leg up, right leg up. If you are sitting longer, basically you are keep altering the leg position. And when you are doing asana practice, you check, do you more or less balanced between the right and left side? Say example, you go for Trikonasana or Virabhadrasana 2 or Parshvakonasana. You may be staying right side longer than the left side or vice versa. You may feel one side more comfortable, more enjoyable compared to the other side. If you don't give attention, the side you are enjoying, you stay longer. The side giving pain, you stay less. So it will worse, it will impact the whole body condition. So that's why in asana practice, we adjust, find some balance. That will help in pranayama position, sitting, meditation position, sitting. So you check from asana practice. If it is still continuing, then we have to support the spine with the wall side, so that with the support of the block or other support, we can maintain that upright position, which we will learn. For insomnia, can I use pranayama to change, to adjust? Definitely you can do. When you have this insomnia condition, lack of sleep, you start from your asana practice. Okay, not just asana practice. You have to look into the way your daily life. So what is happening? Daytime sleeping is there. Are you doing any other work? So various things we need to look into. Then asana practice. Your practice should be according to this condition. Then pranayama will be very much helpful. Ujjayi will be helpful. Nadi Shuddhi will be helpful. Brahmari will be helpful. So you have to practice that in the evening time in certain way. We will learn that. A lot of people, practitioners benefited by that, and they see their sleep condition get better. Will do. Next question. Can I practice Surya Namaskar, those intense asanas after pranayama 1 hour later? Yes, you can. Provided after pranayama, your relaxation is good. Okay. Can meditation, pranayama, asana not do in fixed time every day? I don't understand this. Not to do, or is it okay to do in not to do in fixed time every day? You can do that. How you fixing the time is important, but you can fix a particular time for asana, particular time for pranayama, particular time for meditation. If you are doing that continuously, there are a few options. Pranayama first, followed by meditation. After some gap, asana. Or asana first, followed by pranayama, ending with meditation. Now, if you are practicing different timings, ideal asana practice in the morning time, early morning. Not possible late evening. If you do noon time or afternoon time, it's only if you don't have other choice. But the best time to do sunrise time, sunset time, morning time, late evening. So based on your availability, time availability, asana, pranayama and meditation comes at different timings. As you know, even for asana practice, we have to keep our stomach empty. Pranayama practice, the requirement is more than that. Especially at the initial stage of practice. Now only you are training, practicing, stomach should be empty. Doing the bowel movement, empty the bladder, so the whole system is completely passive and looking into your pranayama practice. That's why we are doing this in the morning time, so that we train ourselves. So you can do that. Let's see, 2 more questions. Okay, I following you every morning and do once by myself at night. But I feel the pain comes in the chest recently, especially when lying flat, sleeping. Hurting become obvious. I don't know if I have over practiced or over doing efforts in sitting. So if the pain is only at the chest area, the possibilities plenty. So you say pain, I am not sure what kind of pain. Is it sharp pain, nagging pain, heaviness, or if you pinch, If you get pinched, it's that kind of pain. So we need to see that. And also you say in lying down position, is it happening immediately or after some time it comes? Okay. If you elevate your spine, chest, is it reducing or still there? So let me know all these conditions. And also please let me know what you are doing, what kind of asana practice you are doing, plus your daily life. And you have any history of this kind of pain before? So I can see that any suggestion can be given. And I can't straight away relate pranayama practice with this pain unless something goes wrong. Okay, so please send those details. Recently, no matter pranayama or asana practice, always feeling goes to head, heaviness. But in the pranayama, still making effort and cannot do as you said naturally. Or those symptoms means I did over practice. Probably you are approaching with certain anxiety, certain anxious way. Asana practice do more supported forward bends and see the sequence you are practicing is balanced. Check that you are practicing as per your body condition, not just attending classes. So in the pranayama practice, little bit effort is okay. It will happen. But if you feel heaviness on the head, don't continue. You have to lie down, just do shavasana, relax, let go. You have to let go this anxious mind. Just observing what is happening. If something you are not able to do, it's fine. Don't think that it has to be done exactly like that. We are learning now, but aware of this happening. And with the practice, it will change. So get into pranayama practice, even asana practice, a very relaxed way. Like you are walking on the beach. Like you are enjoying with your dog or cat. Like you are eating the ice cream, which is your favorite flavor. You can see those times the mind is so relaxed. You don't take the ice cream eating in an anxious way, right? Who is going to grab my ice cream, or I have to finish within this 1 minute, or why I'm not eating this ice cream this way? No, see, it's so relaxed. Get into your asana pranayama. So our mindset should be like that. Just curious, like a baby, what's happening? We are practicing to let go all the anxieties we have. So don't add extra anxious condition while doing asana as well as pranayama. Learn to relax, learn to let go. Whatever we achieve, nothing will change. Everything will continue as it is. So only our perception is going to change. That's all. We will continue. So we have a few more. I have a few more questions, and also we will look into what is sun energy, moon energy tomorrow. Thank you all. Rest well, sleep well. See you in the morning. Namaste.